The Mindbender range from K2 has been a consistent feature in the Mpora Ski 100 product guide, and for pretty good reason too. Their powerful construction provides a confidence-inspiring ride no matter what the conditions. So yeah, the Mindbender range from K2 is kind of part of the furniture here at the Mpora offices. We just can't get rid of them. But we're glad to say that's honestly purely on merit. They've consistently been some of our favourite skis, and I couldn't be more stoked to hear that K2 were making a few much needed tweaks to their powerful Y-beam technology. Now, I always get a bit nervy when a brand says that it's made a ski less demanding in an effort to make them appeal to a wider audience, as there's always a chance that they'll strip out the sole that made them such a fun pair of skis. But I'm glad to report that that wasn't the case for the Mindbender 99Ti. The previous Mindbender 99s could be pretty punishing if you ever found yourself in tight terrain, especially if you're in the back seat too. So K2 has looked to bring in these updates to combat those characteristics. So that gets a big thumbs up from me. These changes mainly feature within the construction of the skis, and in this case it's the classic Y-beam tech that gets a bit of a nip and tuck treatment. It looks pretty similar to last year's design at first glance, but take a closer look and you'll see that the top of the Y-beam splits off almost like a two-pronged trident towards the tips. The tails see a touch less metal coverage with a heavily contoured section stretching out towards the ends. Given this new design, the new Y-beam 2.0 gives more mass out towards the tips. And this basically leads to better tracking, stability, and easier turn initiation, while the tweaked tail makes for an easier release when you just need to dump speed. The change in the metal layer and tweaked core construction has quite obviously changed the flex of these skis just a touch. They start off pretty soft in the tips compared to the stiffer main body of the ski. The stiff section runs from where the rocker starts and runs all the way down to the ends of the tail rocker. The shape remains pretty similar to the previous Mindbender, but just let me give you a quick rundown in case it's all new to you. There is a little tapering in there, but it's certainly nothing compared to a lot of the more modern, heavily tapered skis that we're seeing produced in this category. And then you've got a 99mm waist, which covers all the bases for a typical all-mountain ski. The rocker profile also runs pretty true to the previous models. You've got a classic Camber rocker camber profile with a rocker running deep into the ski. Now, K2 has done this to keep the skis maneuverable and loose when you need them to be, while Camber provides a longer effective edge for laying the skis over at speed. Now, we didn't think it was possible, but the tweaks that K2 has made to this rocket of a ski have made them even more of a blast. While previous iterations of the Mindbender range were a touch on the demanding side, the updates have made this year's skis intuitive and snappy, while opening up the possibilities to vary your turn radius with very little effort. So much thought and consideration has clearly gone into exactly where the power is needed within the ski, and you can really feel this when you're opening up the skis around the resort. The skis grip extremely well, especially considering their 99mm waist, and they provide a snappy and energetic release at the end of every turn. If you've not yet had a chance to take the Mindbender 99Ti for a blast, then I definitely recommend you get yourself clicked into a pair this winter. They're a jack of all trades, master of, well, surprisingly quite a bit actually. Thanks so much for checking out our K2 Mindbender 99Ti review. If you've got any questions at all on the skis, or maybe want a comparison with a different pair of skis, and just pop a comment below and I'll try to answer it as soon as possible. And of course, if you're new here, then click on that subscribe button below. Catch you on the next one.